Hi, thank you for meeting me here today and for checking out my ballet workout video. My name is Suzana Stankovic and I am the owner and director of Wild Heart Performing Arts Studio in New York. I made this video in response to the coronavirus pandemic as a way to offer inspiration and support for working out and staying in shape at home. First, I'd like to say to my Wild Heart community that I miss all of you very much. I am thinking of you, and I can't wait to welcome you back to the studio. All right, first things first. It is always recommended that you see your physician before embarking on a fitness regimen. If you have any injuries, are pregnant, or if you have any underlying conditions, this workout may not be for you. If you choose to do this workout, you do so at your own risk. Okay, this workout is based on classic ballet conditioning exercises. These are exercises that dancers do to supplement their regular training or when they don't have access to a dance class or a dance studio. It's a workout that doesn't require a lot of space and it really works the entire body. If you're a ballet dancer, you will already be familiar with the basic principles of ballet technique. If you are not a ballet dancer, I am going to go over a few things to keep in mind as clearly and concisely as I can without seeing you and knowing you. Okay, so in ballet, the upper body is always very lifted and elongated. So that means in this workout, you will be maintaining a lifted upper body. You will think of making your spine as long and tall as possible, maintaining also a long neck, a heart that is shining bright, and shoulders that are anchored down. With that, you'll keep the torso in a square shape. That means imagining your upper body in one connected piece in the shape of a square. Shoulders are on one plane, hips are on one plane, and then you've got the two sides of the body lifting tall. This makes up your square. Do your best to stay square for all of these exercises and to not twist or distort in any way. The legs are going to be turning out a lot. So you can think of your legs as two doors that open and close. They turn out from the hips and that radiates down the leg, through the feet, the toes, and beyond. Okay? So you are externally rotating from the very top of your legs and that external rotation trickles all the way down the leg. So your legs are long and energized. Your feet are pointed. Well, they'll be pointed or flexed in these exercises. When they're pointed, make sure that you're not buckling or crunching the toes, but rather having long toes. So there's energy radiating through the foot and beyond the tips of your toes. Make sure that you're not sickling your feet when you're pointing them. That means this. It means breaking the line of the leg. Okay, so in ballet, we maintain one continuous line from the inner thigh to the foot, the big toe, and beyond. So it's one continuous line that continues. Okay, when we sickle, we break that line. So please take care not to sickle. All right, the arms. The arms are going to be held in these rounded positions. There is a lot of detail involved in really mastering these classical ballet positions of the arms, but I'll go over a few essentials to keep in mind. Think of making a circle. So you'll make a circle in front of you like this. Imagine that you're holding a beach ball or a grocery bag. This is first position. And then you'll make a circle here. So it's a bigger circle. This is second position, and then you'll make a circle around your head, like a picture frame. That's high fifth position, okay? So when the arms are in first position, you've got softly rounded elbows, the back is supported, and again, you can imagine that you're holding a beach ball or a grocery bag. Also, another way to approach this is to place your hands on your sort of heart center, move them out in front of you, okay? elbows are slightly lower than the shoulders, and then the wrists are just slightly lower than the elbows. So it's sculpted. When the arms are in second position, feel that your arms originate in your back, right in the center of your back, and they radiate outward. So they're not just these appendages that stick out, but they are an expression of your lifted, elegant upper body. Make sure that your wrists are held slightly in front of the hips, not at the hips and not behind the hips. Okay, so don't pinch the shoulder blades. You're making a circle that is slightly forward of the body, as if you are hugging and embracing the air. Okay, with a wide back and a lifted heart. When you are in fifth position, you're going to think of making a picture frame around your face. So that means middle fingers reach toward each other, thumbs are tucked in, and again, the elbows are rounded. Make sure that your hands and arms are not behind you. Okay, they are above the head. Okay, and slightly forward, just a little bit, so that you can see your pinky fingers in your periphery. All right, your breathing. Make sure that you do your best to maintain a steady flow of breath. So you don't want to hold your breath or grip or tense up in any way. Let the breath flow. Imagine that you're an open corridor for your breath and the breath flows freely throughout your body. See if you can also use your breath to infuse these movements with life and energy and beauty. On that note, explore the feeling of ballet as you do this workout. That means take a moment to imagine a feeling of elegance, poise, grace, and beauty. And see if you can embody that as you do these exercises. Without those qualities, these are just mechanical movements of the body. But if you can bring those balletic qualities to these exercises, you do what ballet dancers do, and you elevate these exercises to expressions of great beauty. And that's what we do in ballet. We aspire to beauty and grace and elegance in a way that is stunning. So see if you can step into the feeling of ballet. It will drastically improve your technique and alignment. If you really embody the qualities of ballet, you will naturally sit taller. You'll naturally turn out your legs more, point your feet further. You'll naturally hold your arms in these elegant rounded shapes, and you'll naturally shine brighter. And that's what we do in ballet. We reach and stretch and shine beyond ourselves. We fill up the room with our light and our beauty. Okay, so we're going to start with mental preparation. There is a very powerful connection between the mind and the body. It's even been said that the body follows the mind. So it's important to take a few moments to mentally prepare. By doing so, you clear the way for your potential to come through. So we're going to do a simple exercise where we're going to lie on the floor, close our eyes, and focus on the breath. Feel your belly rise and fall as you breathe. And just tune into the body and notice how you feel today. As you do this simple exercise, you may notice that lots of thoughts are coming up. Thoughts, maybe emotions, images, possibly even memories. The mind can be a very noisy place. Okay, so see if you can just allow that to be. And try not to latch on to any thought, emotion, image, anything that might be coming up. Just let it pass and let it come and go. Focus on the breath as best as you can. Open up to this moment of being here now, being alive, being able to dance. Okay, here we go. now we're gonna get up and warm up the body. I always like to start with a cardio warm-up because it gets the heart rate going, it generates heat in the body, and it's fun and liberating. So for this cardio warm-up, we're going to just dance to a song. The goal is to keep moving and to do whatever kinds of movements feel most inspiring and liberating for you. You want this to be joyful and fun. Some of the things that I do are jogging in place, jumping jacks, squats, and then I throw in a whole bunch of dance moves in between. Whatever it is that I'm feeling at the moment, wherever the music is taking me. So I encourage you to have a spirit of freedom and self-expression and confidence and sassiness and joyfulness as you do this cardio warm-up. Okay, here we go. exercise. We're going to do crisscrosses with the legs. That means this. At one point, I am going to lower my legs and raise them back up as I do my crisscrosses. I would recommend not doing that, not lowering the legs if you've never done crisscrosses before, or if you have any lower back sensitivity. If you do choose to lower your legs as you're crisscrossing, make sure that you maintain either a flat back against the floor, that means your back is in full contact with the floor from your head to your tailbone, or that you place your hands in the small of your back for support. So that means you're gonna keep the natural curve of the back and place your hands there for support as you lower the legs and raise them back up, okay? All right, here we go. Okay, lie on your back. Turn out your legs, put your feet, bring your arms to high fifth. We're gonna lift the arms and tuck the chin to come up, fold over the legs, and then roll down with control. Here we go. in mind, if you imagine that my arms are my legs, is that you don't want to just splay the legs open, but rather open them with control and then close them with resistance and control. So it's not about how wide your straddle is, it's about the quality and the elasticity of the motion. So you're opening with control and elasticity and coming in with control and resistance, rather than, okay, keep that in mind. Okay, lie on your back. Turn out. Palms are down. There you go. Open and close with control. Open and close. Flex the feet. Really squeeze the legs together. And we plie and push through the heel. One more time slowly. And then faster. Keep the heels connected. Down, up, plie, and push. Those legs turn out. Turn out and push. Beautiful. Point the feet. Place the foot in this little nook here. We're going to go back, front, 1, 2, 3. We've turned out left. Back, front, 1, 2, 3. Front, back, 1, 2, 3. Now again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Keep turning out. 1, 2, 3. Flex the feet. Back, front, 1, 2, 3. Front, back, 1, 2, 3. Long set. It's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Keep turning out. Flex those feet. Other left. 2, 1, 2, 3. Front, back, 1, 2, 3. Keep turning out. 1, 2, 3. Get ready to flex the feet. 1, 2, 3. Flex. Back, front. 1, 2, 3. Keep turning out. Energy through the heel. Last time, front, back, 1, 2, 3, and lower. Stop. Good, tabletop, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Point, turn out and lift. Pulse, pulse. Keep the arms straight. Lift the core so your lower back is supported. Breathe. And lower, unleft. Arms are straight. Core is engaged. Hips and shoulders are square. Neck long. Okay, so we're going to do some bar work now. That means you'll need a chair or a countertop surface or a dresser. Just make sure that your hands are sort of about here and not too high so that you're not distorting in any way. A few things to keep in mind. We're going to face the bar in second position, and we're going to start with a demi-plie. So, very important here, make sure that your knee tracks over the second toe. Make sure that your tailbone is pointing down to the ground. So don't stick out your butt and don't tuck. Just have a vertical tailbone pointing down. And then we're going to lift our heels one at a time, and then we'll have both heels up. Make sure that you are grounding down through your big toe and second toe, and through the ball of the foot, right by the big toe. Hips and shoulders are square, the heart is lifted, you're shining bright, and you're very, very, very buoyant. Okay? We're going to be doing these pulses, and you want to feel really light and lifted and buoyant here. Make sure that you're not going all the way down here. Okay? Halfway. And then we'll straighten the legs, and then we'll go to one leg and continue from there. Alright, setting up the second position. Plie. Tailbone points down, knees track over second toe. Hips and shoulders are square. Heart is shining right. We go. Up, down, up, down. You're over the big toe and second toe, not in the pinky. Push both heels and stay. Tailbone down, knees track over second toe. You're on your big toe and second toe. We walk. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep it light and buoyant. And we stretch. Take a balance. Bring your hands back to bar and plie. One more time. We pulse. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe. Turning out those legs and ankles. And stretch. Balance. Take hold of the guard and the knees. We need a little stretch. Other side. Keep dropping the butt. Right, lower, right, lower. Plie. Lift, lower, lift. Push the floor away. Lower down. Flex the right foot. Level the hips. And we go up, down, up, down. Feel all that turn out. Fondue releve. Fondue releve. Keep turning out. Other side. Up, down, up, down. You're on the big toe. Up, down. Fondue releve. Beautiful. Flex, lift, rise, and bend. Pulse. Other side. Lift, rise, bend, and we pulse. On your big toe. And lower down. Rise, bend. Take a balance there. Heels down and finish. Okay, so now it's time to finish up our workout with a nice juicy stretch. As you can see, I've put on some extra clothing. That's because it's important to be worn when you're stretching. The muscles are supple and elastic when they're warm, so you may want to put on some extra layers. Throughout this stretch, I'll offer some options, but please feel free to do your own stretches and whatever feels most productive for you today. Just make sure that you're breathing freely and naturally and that you're not tensing up or gripping. All right, here we go. Okay, so I'd like to start with plank pose to generate heat in the body one more time before I start branching off into different stretches. So I'm going to sit up on my forearms, shoulders over elbows, And I'm going to tuck my toes and find a straight line from my head to my heels. So you're not here and you're not there. Straight line. Look down at the floor and breathe. Long neck. Spread out fingers and strong core. And then lift the right leg. And put it down. Lift left leg. And put it down. Lower the body. Shine the heart. Place the forehead on the hands. Turn out the legs. And then lift the upper body. Soft arms. Lift the lower body. Place the hands by the armpits. Push the floor away. If this feels like too much, you can go to forearms. If you're here, shoulders are down, arms are straight. And slowly lower down. making our way back to tabletop, and then stepping the left foot forward, taking a nice stretch in the right hip. Hips are square, left leg is at a 90-degree angle. And then you flex the foot, fold over the leg. And maybe point the foot, sit back on the heel, and stretch. You can stay in either one of those versions or go for a split. Use the breath to go a little deeper. And then softly come out of it. Other side. Turning out the legs, flexing the foot, sitting up tall. And stretch. Use the breath to go a little deeper. Wherever you are, make sure that you're shining the heart and that the spine is long. So you're not doing this, okay? Think of expanding and shining bright. Legs are turned out the whole time, feet are strongly flexed, and again, you're grounded and not rocking forward or back. Elongate the spine, place the belly on the thighs, and then do your best to keep the belly there as you straighten your legs out in front of you, little by little. You can point or flex your feet when you reach the bottom. Breathe.
belly rise.